This is Draven coming to you with a Sandstorm Gaming in-house Week 13 league tournament. I am joined by a very good buddy, my buddy SC Mothership. Go ahead,
Hey.
introduce yourself there, Mothership.
Sure thing. Hey, how's everyone doing? My name's SD Mothership. I'm going to be casting along with Draven. We've casted tons of stuff before, and I think it's going to be pretty epic to be casting these games today. Why don't you go ahead and talk about the lineup that we do actually have set up, because we got 4 matches today, correct?
Yes, sir. So we have 4 matches going down today. We're going to do 2 of our Week 13 matches. Then I'm going on to our Week 14 and Week 15 matches. So our first one is going to be set up. We got SEF versus JDON. We got those maps loaded in. Next one coming up is going to be Freedom versus our Doodads. Which is going to be a Zerg versus Zerg, which is going to be extremely fun to watch.
Is that what you call Dodds?
Doodads. I think
Doodads?
I've never
Really?
heard him pronounce it correct. I've never heard him pronounce it, so I'm making it up as we
I
go.
like that name, because what I wrote down, at least from the replays, was that his name is Dodds. I'm
Dodds?
Doodads.
Doodads. It could be Dodds. I mean, I've never heard it live. So then as our Week 14 match is going to be Terran versus Zerg, Migraine versus JDON. Migraine's an excellent player. He's one of our... I don't want to give it away his stats, but he's our very, very, very high-ranked member.
If we just look leading up to this point, his record right now is 13-0 in the league. So that'll give you an idea of how well he's doing.
Yeah, and then JDON which is actually 3rd on our roster. He's 9-5. So even though it's not as good as 13-0, it's still a top 5. So that should be an epic match. And then rounding up our Week 15 round is going to be Samurai Panda versus Blake HG, and that's going to be a PvP. So that's going to be nice and fun to check out that game.
Yeah, well, sweet. I guess there's no reason to delay. We've got our first game already queued up to go, so let's just go ahead and hop right on into it. Boom. That's right, guys. We are live with game number 1 between SEF and JDON. Do you want to go ahead and introduce our players?
Sure, where are we starting out?
Let's go ahead and start off with the Zerg player here.
Perfect. So starting in our 9 o'clock spawn position is our purple Sandstorm Gaming JDON.
Woohoo!
Woo!
That's right.
And then spawning in our, let's call it 2 o'clock north position, we have our yellow Terran player Sandstorms Gaming SEF.
Oh, yeah. Alright, man. TVZ, one of my favorite matchups, I think, to watch. And to play, to be honest. I love playing Terran. Terran's pretty fun. I'm playing a lot of random lately, so starting to get that spirit. First Overlord going out, actually, isn't going to be able to scout poor Seth right here for JDON.
Yeah, with this map, you have a 50-50 chance of guessing correctly, and both players guessing correctly. So
Yeah.
the luck is not in their favor this far. However,
Whoa. Seth, though, that's kind of strange to see him. Oh, I was going to say something kind of strange going out. He's sending out both of his SCVs. We're going to have an 11-11 right here in the middle of the map. We're talking about how you have 50%, or you have a 50% chance of getting this correct. So either way, what he'll probably do is end up sending his first SCV to one of the locations, figure out where his opponent is or isn't, and then he'll send the Marines to that other location to start building, or to start attacking, and then hopefully he can get a bunker down. But as far as production goes, we don't actually have anything coming out for the Zerg.
yeah, we do see JDON does get the scout off. He sends Overload one direction, sends his drone the other direction, gets the scout off.
Yeah.
But again, Seth has not aware of Seth has any idea where he knows his opponent's at. JDON has to know something's up because there's no barracks. There's only one supply depot, so it instantly goes to the middle of the map, and I don't think he's going to be able to see it right yet.
No. You know what? He's gonna see. Oh, he's barely catching the tail end of that SCV. He might just assume it's scouting, but he has to know that. Okay, he went and saw the main base of Seth, right? JDON did. He saw that there was no barracks at the front, and that there's no command center coming. So he's pretty much aware already that there is a two racks coming. That's why we saw the spawning pool reaction. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to see whether or not JDON's going to be able to defend this, because the bunker's just now coming down.
Yeah, so JDON does pull 5 drones to stop this bunker from being built. It looks like he is going to be able to delay this bunker. I do not see him going to be able to finished his bunker, so the bunker is going to get salvaged away.
Yeah, that Overlord is going to go down. I think there's a phrase for that, isn't there? What do we?
Pulling a Draven.
Yeah.
Pulling a Draven, losing an Overlord in the
To
first
be
3
fair, though,
minutes.
that's not his first Overlord. That's his second Overlord. Anyways, one SB goes down, a little caught out on his own, but 3 Marines are here now with really good micro. He can actually do this. There's only 1 Ling left. SB tanking a couple hits, and he's not doing too good of focus firing right now. 2 Marines are really low, and they're going to get driven back. If we look at
That's actually
income-wise,
really good. 2 Lings and a couple drones is able to stop that attack. So it looks like these proxy racks aren't doing as great as he originally was hoping for.
yeah, we'll see. 2 more Marines are coming out, and again, like I said, they are pretty microable with really good focus firing. You might be able to take out these couple Lings, but no, not going to happen. And now the expansion's up for JDON here, so he's got that, that's an advantage that he has. We see the 2 barracks still just sitting out here in the middle of the map. They're going to have to be lifted up. I think he should have lifted them, actually, probably after those first 2 Marines, or those second 2 Marines died. Because otherwise these Marines are just now going to die as well.
Yeah, so very interesting. Seth, there goes the lift. We don't, JDON doesn't, he knows where his opponent's at, so I'm not too sure why he hasn't sent his Lings to go to attack that wall. He knows it's going to be undefended at the moment.
Yeah, well, forcing at least the lift on the barracks so that he doesn't have to worry about any sort of Marine counterattacks. I mean, it's not that big of a deal since he's going to have his queens out anyway, so like 1 queen out the natural. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. He should have just sent those Lings maybe straight towards the wall to kind of put that pressure. But we're seeing that now, and there's no Marines. He's only going to have to pull a couple of SUVs here off mining to repair, but hey, those are Marines that aren't mining, so that's an advantage.
Yep, and then he's losing minerals as he's repairing, as well as the SUVs that are not mining. So he does get a barracks out. He does get a command center. So the barracks is going to get a Marine out.
Yeah.
And these Lings aren't going to be able to do anything. He's got 3 barracks as well. So again, he was able to wall in. These Lings aren't going to be able to do much at the moment. The Marine's going to come out and stop this. But we do see a 2-base advantage for JDON at the moment.
Yeah, right now, but we actually have double command center coming out for SEF, and I've seen plenty of games. I mean, I believe it was Hart in WCS who was brought down to 0 SCVs against a Zerg player and managed to come back with basically pure mule and Marine. So it's possible. And we might even see that happen here out of SEF if he can macro up really well, play defensively, and just outplay his Zerg opponent, who I've noticed, we're actually having a Baneling Nest come down now, and we have speed as well, and staying in gas, which is what I was going to mention. That I noticed that our Zerg player was sticking into gas, and I didn't even notice the Baneling Nest already halfway completed. Now almost completed.
Yeah, so we do see Banes. We don't see that much gas from JDON. He's going to need at least maybe 200 more gas to get a good enough Bane bust to get rid of this growing number of Marines plus defeat that wall. So we do see a lot of Zerglings being warped in at the moment. We're going to see speed getting completed.
There we go. Yeah, and that's actually more than enough Banelings to break on through. You only need, I believe, 4, I think it is, to bring down the supply depot.
Yeah, but that's, again, that's assuming those Marines
assuming they all can hit,
Yeah. I feel like that huge thing's the Marines. Oh, he's going to bring the Marines down.
Bringing the Marines down.
That is a terrible mistake. He brings the Marines down and gets a hole in the wall. That was a huge mistake by SEF. And now JDON's just going to be able to go through, should send those Banes right to the SUV lines.
Yeah,
the SUVs get pulled, and the Banes make a huge connection on it. And that is a GG hashtag from JDON, from SEF. That was a huge mistake. And he's definitely seeing it.
Yeah. Well, like we were mentioning, I mean, all he had to do was play defensively. That's what he needed to do. He knew he didn't have map control with all those Lings out on the map. And yeah, GG. Well played, man.
That was a very interesting match. The worst time to move out.
I know. That Baneling hit was glorious. There was 2 solid Baneling hits in a row with the ones on those poor Marines on the ramp, and then all those SCVs getting obliterated. That was worth it, man.
Yeah, that was poor guy. I mean, I play Zerg myself, so I know exactly how awesome it is to get a good Bane hits going in. Like I said, I think he had enough Banes to take on that wall anyways. I think SEF sort of stayed behind his wall. I think he was moving out just to get a scout on, maybe get rid of the overlords. I don't think he was expecting Banes to be on his way.
Yeah, maybe or just take his natural, because his second command center had finished up, so I'm sure he was going to lift it and try and land it. So that's what he was thinking. And he just got greeted at the door by... I guess a mail bomb or something. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just very unfortunate for him. But there goes our game number 1. We're going to move on.